we had the shortest turnaround ever, I think, in Super Rugby. And to make matters worse, we were stuck on the tarmac, flying out of Sydney for about 2 hours, sitting in the plane. I think this is the first time in the club's history that the team's ever won their first home game. So it's a pretty significant achievement by the team on the one hand. But I reckon on the other hand, you know, aside from the guts and everything that got us across the line, which I thought was terrific, I just thought we left a lot out there, you know, and in some ways we probably got lucky to win it, and in the end, you know, made it very difficult for ourselves. So, I mean, we're delighted to have won it, but we know that we've got to get better than that. And so, I think part of the win was probably built on the fact that we were that disappointed in our performance against the Waratahs, and we want to turn that around, you know. And we've got to be able to channel that same sort of drive to get better, whether we win or lose, you know. And that's going to be the challenge now into the Brumbies game.
Just to see the reaction from the crowd as well. Have you sensed how much it means to all of that?
Yeah, the crowd for us just I'm sure most teams say this, but they were really unbelievable. You know, like someone did a radio interview last night, and someone said we hadn't won for 500 and something days at home. You know, and you still look at that crowd on a Thursday night, which has never been done in Super Rugby, and a crowd like that turn up and are that enthusiastic about it. You know, it's like fantastic, and that's real support. You know, that's real supporters, which we're just very grateful for.
Chance Penny seems like one hell of a player. How did you?
Yeah, Money Penny. He's well, Money Penny. We have a competition in the captain's run where the whole team gets the chance to kick the ball at the goalpost, and then there's a prize for the winner. And Money Penny gets it every week, so he's our lucky charm. So he's going well.
There were glimpses there of what you've been talking about, the way you want to play. Another 60 seconds you'd scored. It was obviously an attempt to play that rugby even in those poor conditions. Yeah,
I think there were bits and pieces of it, Nick. Certainly not to the level that we wanted, you know. And I mean, it's very humid, and it was very slippery out there for the ball. But that's not an excuse. Like we're building a game, and it's significantly different from how we used to play. But it's not perfect by any means. And I think one of the things we have to recognise is that yes, we got the win, and we should celebrate that tonight. But we've got a huge amount of work to do to be consistently competitive. And that'll be our message tomorrow morning.
Heath, set piece, scrum looked okay. It's still a little bit sloppy a lot.
Yeah, I think we tidied up our set piece a fair bit from last week. That was something that we were quite disappointed with after that Waratahs game. I think our line took a good step tonight, and it's just making sure that our scrum stays at that level that we know it can perform at. I think we probably took a little bit of a backward step on that tonight against a very good pack, but we're going to be coming up against very good packs every week, so just making sure that we keep it at a high level while we're working both of them together.
And ruck work was pretty good. You certainly caused a bit of havoc in there again.
Yeah, well, I mean, you always say the ruck work and the defensive work is kind of the attitude side of the ball in any team, and the willingness for our guys when we've got the ball in hand to get with their mate and try and clean out and secure that ball, but as well the willingness of all the guys just to really mess up that ball when they've got it, I think was excellent tonight. And I think we made it pretty tough for them against a very good back row that they had out there tonight. We made it pretty tough for them all night.
Dave, just on the injury front, first of all, Coleman looked pretty bad. What injury was that?
Yeah, I mean he's got a strain on his calf, so we're just not sure how that is at the moment. We'll obviously have to have that scanned and see where it's at. So he's not feeling great about it, but we'll see.
Yeah. Just initially looking at that seemed like a decent tear rather than just a little strain.
It's hard to say, Chaz. I mean, you know, touch wood, it's not that serious, but we'll only know once it's been scanned.
And Jono Max as well.
Jono's fine. Jono got a bump on the rib, and it's one of those ones that I think.
I think you blame me for that.
Well, that's right. I was just talking to Jono now, and he seems like he'll be fine.
One of the areas was noticeable was your line speed in defence. Something obviously we're working on.
I think we're getting some pay in that area actually because of the conditioning work that we've done. Like we spent a lot of time getting ourselves really fit this season, and I think the way that we finished there and just the work rate that we can generate on defence, I think is is not necessarily more about the defence, but probably more just about our conditioning and the ability to sort of stay at it. We're getting some good pay out of it. I thought there were a couple of times where we put a lot of pressure on there. We still gave away a silly penalty. Like that's the sort of stuff that we've just got to cut out. There was a period I think we sort of probably knocked them back 10, 15 metres and then ended up giving away a penalty. Like that's silly stuff. We can't afford that.
In a way, it was almost a repeat of last week. You gave away the early penalties, but then the penalty count began to work itself up again.
Yeah, I think the biggest learning that we talked about last week as a group is how to manage the game better. Like in every game, you have your moments and the opposition have their moments, but you don't want the opposition's moments to pile up. And so you've got to figure out a way to actually, when they start to get some momentum, how to get that back from them. What we did badly last week is we back-to-back penalties. So they really got on top of us last week at times, not through things that they did, but probably more through our own errors. And that's part of winning. Like good teams can, even when they're playing badly, can control those moments and get the momentum back. And we didn't do a good job of that last week. We did a better job of that tonight, but not to the level that we're satisfied with, I wouldn't think.
Possibly the most important turnover on the Hooter. How was the heartbreak going?
Yeah, I aged about 3,000 years. My advice to anybody who's done coach, it's just a terrible, terrible job.
Could you say, we've sat here years and you've been on those sort of games in the past, they've slipped away. 1.2 points, you could clear and draw. That turnover was absolutely critical, wasn't it? Just right at the end there, your defences held out.
Yeah, I actually think part of that was probably built on the boys' response to Saturday night. Right in that change room, right after the game, the guys made sacrifices in terms of their recovery to get their bodies right. I think they decided then and then that they wanted to win this game, and that's a really strong message to our team. You win games in your preparation. You don't win games always on the day in the moment. So the team really prepared well. They did everything we asked of them in terms of their recovery post-game Saturday. And despite all the hiccups and delays and things that we had with the flight, I just think they got themselves mentally in the right frame of mind.
And Hodger and McCallum, what are their chances next week?
Yeah, I expect that Hodger will be fit to play against the Brumbies. Ben probably not at this stage.
Yeah. How many more weeks do you think Ben will be?
We expect him to play the Crusaders. We've got a bye after the Brumbies, so if we left it to the Crusaders, then it's, you almost get another 2 weeks. So it's probably less risk if we did it that way.
Yeah. How big is this upcoming match now? You've got the home win and to go on the road, and how much?
Yeah, the Brumbies for us have been one of those sort of bogey sides. So for I think for a lot of guys in the group, it'll be nice to go there and to try and do something special again. And they provide some of their own challenges. Traditionally they've been a very good set piece side. So as Tess said, I think our line-out took a big step up this week. But one of the areas we didn't go well in was our maul. Certainly our maul defence. And the Brumbies are very good in that area. So there's another challenge for us. We've got to get that stuff right over the next couple of days.
A lot of knock-ons tonight. How potent do you think your backline will be once you get more ball there and cut out those?
Yeah, I think some of those handling errors have come through the humidity. But that's also no excuse. There's a couple of times that we've broken through the line and then we've thrown a no-look pass, and there's no excuse for that sort of stuff. When we get a line break, we've got to put a line break on the back of a line break, and we didn't do that either tonight. And that's good teams do that, and so we're still working our way to that point.
And just back on Penny, there's a lot of people who probably won't know much about him, but it seems to be a bit of an X factor.
Yeah. Yeah, Chance is a local boy. He went to Arrowmore College here in Perth, so he's been part of the NRL system for a while and come back here, which is another fantastic story, just like Curtis Rona. I think the real thing that gives you confidence in Chance is that he just goes at everything at 150%. Right or wrong, he just goes for it, which is a fantastic thing that you want in your winger. I think the tougher it gets or the riskier it gets, the more chances up for it. That's the sort of guy he is, which is great.
That unknown factor of your backline, a few guys there that haven't played much Super Rugby, but do you think that's a pretty big advantage?
I wouldn't say they're unknown. Again, Curtis Rona, he's played a lot of games of NRL and been very successful there. So, although he's new to Super Rugby, he's also played a lot of rugby in his background. And I thought as much as they posed some problems on attack, I thought they were just excellent defensively. 13 is a very difficult position to defend in, and Curtis Rona did that against the Wallaby 13, for the second week in a row and did a very good job of that. So I think again the message to our team is that as much as we're pleased with the win and we've done some good things, I reckon there's a lot of stuff that we're looking at that game tomorrow morning thinking, you know, we're pretty lucky in some ways to have won that, you know, and that's to me that's, you know, if we want to be consistently good, we just got to be honest about those things and almost start again tomorrow.
And Heath, just on the captaincy, how have you enjoyed the role so far?
Oh yeah, I've hopefully have taken it on well. I think I'm enjoying it pretty well. I've still got Hodjo. Well, Hodjo was reminding me constantly all through the week that I was 0% win record, so I've got up to 50% now, and hopefully we can push it up a little bit more next week.
Just one quick verse on Charles. Do you give him a bit of a free rein because he's been popping up? You said he does things rightly or wrongly his own way. I mean, he scored on the other side, and he's popped up in a couple of he came through the centre a couple of times. Do you give him a bit of a free rein to do that, or is it just that's the way he's going to play and you can't help?
No. I mean, I think probably that's a credit to Sean Byrne, our attack coach. Like he's thinking about the game slightly differently probably than we have in the past, and I think Sean more than anyone is probably frustrated because we saw some bits of what we've been working on tonight, but again not consistently. And there were a number of times that we ran down the left hand side. We had a big overlap there, and we've thrown a skip pass and missed all of those guys and not scored that. You know, and those sort of things. Sometimes in a game you only get one of those opportunities. We've got to score. And probably Curtis's try, we were lucky to shift that ball out of contact when Dane decided to carry rather than give that pass. And so those are the sort of things, you know, like again, probably a little bit of luck involved there, which is we'll take tonight, but we've got to fix tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.